Hello everyone and welcome to the video about scatter plots. Scatter plots are an interesting plot to say and these are also plots that you will encounter frequently in machine learning. So you will see how we can create what scatter plots are and how we can create those using Python. So scatter plot is a diagram where each value in the dataset, and that dataset may be a list, an array or whatever, it is represented by a dot. So the matplotlib library module for Python has a method for drawing scatter plots, and it draws scatter plots by taking in two arguments, and these two arguments are arrays of the same length. One array is the value of the x-axis and the other is the value of the y-axis. So as you can see here, we have an example. In the first line, we obviously import the necessary or the relevant function from the matplotlib package. Then we create two lists, x and y, and finally we call plt.scatter, the scatter function from the matplotlib package with two arguments, x and y, and finally we call plt.show so that we can get the visual output. Okay, so you'll see when I run this. Yeah, so as you can see, I got a scatter plot with not many values, and this is because the arrays that I supplied did not contain a lot of values. They contained few values in the first place, and that's why the scatter plot itself contained few dots. Okay. So the x-axis, it represents age of the car and the y-axis represents speed. So if we draw the plot again, so you'll see that the two fastest cars are both 2 years old and the slowest car is 12 years old. So as you can see, the speed on the y-axis is the highest for the x-axis value 2, which means the age of the car, and as you go to the right, the age of the car increases, and this car with age greater than 16 years has a top speed of less than 90 kilometers per hour, which is not quite a lot. Not a lot. Okay, so in machine learning, the data that you encounter, like I said before, it can contain thousands or millions or billions of values, and while testing you might not have actual or real world data. You might need to generate random data, and you can do that, as you saw in the previous lectures, using the NumPy module. And now we create two arrays, both with 1000 random numbers, and we create that array from elements from a normal data distribution. So the first array has its mean 5 and standard deviation 1, while the second array will have mean 10 and the standard deviation of 2. So as you can see, we are doing that here. We import the libraries in the first two lines. Then in the next two lines, we create the two lists, x and y, the mean and the standard deviation of these two lists, 5, 1 and 10, 2, as you can see. Then finally, the scatter plot, you draw it by passing in the names of these two lists, x and y here. And lastly, we call plt.show just so we can get the graphical output. Okay. Now, so as you can see, when I ran this, I got a scatter plot, but I cannot derive much meaning from this scatter plot. It's quite frankly a mess. So, but what you can see is that the values are concentrated around 5 on the x-axis and 10 on the y-axis, the means. And the standard deviations 1 for the x-axis and 2 for the y-axis. So the most of the values are between 4 and 6 on the x-axis and 8 and 12 on the y-axis. So like you saw, the spread was wider on the y-axis. That was because its standard deviation was larger, 2 as compared to 1 of the x-axis. Okay, so that was all I had. regarding scatter plots. So I hope you had fun in this video. Scatter plots are quite an interesting and useful plot function. So please use this function not only in your machine learning programs but any other programs that you might be required to make. Okay, thank you. I will see you in the next video. Bye.